Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss condition for reciprocity in terms of y and h parameters in two-port networks. Already in previous lecture we discussed reciprocity condition in z parameters. Already we derived the condition in z parameters. Z12 is equal to Z21. Then only the network is a reciprocal network. The same analysis can be used to find the condition, reciprocity condition in terms of y and h parameters. Right? Consider the first y parameters. It is some two-port network, already in a two-port network. It is a two-port network, and here is I2. It is V1 and I1. Now you know the basic equations for y parameters. Okay, in y parameters, I1 depends upon V1 and V2, y11 V1 plus y12 V2. Similarly, I2 current is depend upon y21 V1 plus y22 V2. These two are the basic equations in y parameters. Now we have to apply the condition, reciprocity condition. Now this is a network. Now first apply some voltage V1 and resultant current I1 and I2. V2 is equal to 0. Here case 1, apply the condition V2 is equal to 0. This is the network, and find V1 by I2. The condition is V2 is equal to 0. Find V1 by I1. Observe here basic equations. Substitute the condition V2 is equal to 0. In first one, V2 is equal to 0, I1 is equal to y11 V1, and coming to the second, I2 is equal to y21 V1. Observe here, from this one you can easily calculate V1 by I2. V1 by I2, so V1 by I2 is equal to 1 by y21. Okay. Now interchange source and responses. This is the source, this is response. Now interchange. This is case 1. Now case 2. The case 2 interchange. Now here case 2 network. Now apply some V2, I2 and I1 current. Now here the condition is V1 is equal to 0. Case 2 condition. V1 is equal to 0 and find V2 by I1. Okay, same using basic equations. Apply the condition V1 is equal to 0 from basic equation 1. I1 is equal to V1 is equal to 0, y12 V2. From 2, here the 2, V1 is equal to 0, I2 is equal to y2 to v2. Observe here, we have to calculate v2 by I1. Okay, here itself we got v2 by I1. v2 by I1 is equal to 1 by y12. Okay, so this is something like 4. So the condition is, if the network is a reciprocal, if the network is reciprocal, so v1 by I2 is equal to v2 by I1. That is equal to v1 by I2, 1 by y21 is equal to 1 by y12. So from that, y12 is equal to y2. Okay, this is the condition in y parameters. Now we can say the network is a reciprocal network. This is the condition. But the condition is here the diagonal elements should be equal. y12 is equal to y21. So the condition y12 is equal to y21. Then we can say that the two-port network is a reciprocal. Okay, reciprocal network. Once again here, condition for reciprocity in terms of y parameters. Y parameters are admittance parameters or short circuit. Okay, all are same meaning. This is the two-port network representation. Basic equations in y parameters. I1 is equal to y11 v1 plus y12 v2. I2 is equal to y21 v1 plus y22 v2. Now apply the reciprocity. With the what reciprocity theorem? Apply one source and observe the response here. Here we are applying v1 source and observe the response is the current response. Now the condition is v2 is equal to 0. Find v1 by I2. This is the source v1, here it is the source, this is the response. So then substitute the condition v2 is equal to 0 in basic equations. Okay, we find v1 by I2 is equal to 1 by y2. Similarly, interchange source and response, and v1 is equal to 0. Find v2 by I1. Then you will get again 1 by y12. If network is a reciprocal network, the condition is v1 by I2 is equal to v2 by I1. Then substitute. So finally, if y12 is equal to y21, then only we can say that the given two-port network is a reciprocal network in terms of y parameters. Now we see the same condition in terms of h parameters. Now find condition for reciprocity in terms of h parameters. Now first of all, we read the h parameter basic equations. In h parameters, v1 and I2 are the dependent parameters. v1 is equal to h11 I1 plus h12 v2. I2 is equal to h21 I1 plus h22 v2. These two are the basic equations in h parameters. Now we apply same as previous procedure here. It is a consider a network short circuit, v2 is equal to 0, measure I2 and apply v1, then current I. Now here the condition is V2 is equal to 0 and find the ratio V1 by I2. That is our interest. This is coming to the case 1. Right. Apply the condition V2 is equal to 0 here in basic equations. Now V1 is equal to H11 I1. Why? Because V2 is equal to 0. Similarly, I2 is equal to second. I2 is equal to, here in from second, V2 is equal to 0, H21 I1. Now we require V1 by I2. Then V1 by I2 here, this is V1, this is I2. V1 by I2 is equal to V1 by I2 is equal to this ratio. That ratio is H11 by H21. This is the case 1. Now coming to the case 2. Interchange source and response. Now we apply voltage V2 and current I2. Measure current I1. This is the network. Now the condition is V1 is equal to 0. Now the condition V1 is equal to 0. Here case 2. V1 is equal to 0. Find V2 by I1. Now same, substitute the condition V1 is equal to 0 in H parameters, basic equations. Okay, here V1 is equal to 0. That is equal to, from first 0 is equal to H11 I1 plus H12. Okay, we do not require here. Why? Because your requirement is obtained using first expression. V2 by here V2 by I1. So H12 V2 is equal to minus H11 I1. So V2 by I1 is equal to minus H11 by H1. Okay. Suppose this is third, this is fourth. For reciprocity, the condition is V1 by I2 is equal to V2 by I1. That is equal to, here third, H11 by H21 is equal to minus H11 by H1. Then both are get cancelled. Then the condition is H12 is equal to minus H2. So this is the condition in terms of H parameters. So if H12 is equal to minus H21, then we can say that the network, the two-port network is a reciprocal. Like that we find a condition for reciprocity in terms of Y parameters and in terms of Z parameters. So the overall conclusion here is, already we discussed Z parameters. The condition in Z parameter is Z12 is equal to Z21. That is a condition for reciprocity. Whereas in Y parameters, same Y parameters, just now we derived here. Y12 is equal to Y21. Then coming to the H parameters, whereas H parameters and H12 is equal to minus H21. Okay, that means here, observe here, diagonal parameters. This is h12. Okay, h12 is equal to minus h12 is equal to minus h21. Suppose h12 is equal to 4, h21 is equal to minus 4. Okay, then we can say that, or otherwise h21 is 4, h12 is minus 4. Then we can say that the given network is a reciprocal network. Like that we have to find the or derive the condition for reciprocity in z parameters, y parameters and h parameters. Okay, thank you.